So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Tsunoda, Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Alonso, Sainz, Piastri, Gasly, and Lance Stroll, Ocon, Antonelli, Alex Albon, Doohan, Hadjar, Hulkenberg, Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Liam Lawson. Bortoletto and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Well, we welcome you to the broadcast. It's going to be some race today. First of all, introductions. I'm Alex Shakes. Alongside me for this one, Anthony Davidson. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, radio check, radio check. Radio check. Okay, DRS is now available. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Final lap, push push. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 0.0 seconds.
drive from the talented George Russell, who takes the checkered flag.
Race victory and fastest lap as well. You can see how much, by the way, that fastest lap mattered to them today. They're looking for absolute dominance, and this seems to be their mission this year.
It will be a moment to reflect, to gather their thoughts and to enjoy all of their hard work on the podium. And absorbing the acclaim of the crowd, George Russell on the top spot.